To the naked eye in front of me, the DLC definitely is a blacker black. It's a bit subtle. What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am Brian. I'm here today with another Strider unboxing video. In this box there is a SMF, but I don't know which one it is. It came from one of the two drops this past weekend. I was lucky enough to catch them both. I'm really hoping it is a certain one because I think it could be my new favorite Strider. My current favorite Strider is this SNG heat colored Tanto, and let's just get into it. I want to see which one this is. All right, all the packing peanuts, let's dump them out. And here is the knife. And it is, oh, unfortunately it is not the one of the two that I was truly really hoping for. So I'll have to save that video for possibly tomorrow. But that doesn't mean that this is a bad one, so let's check it out. This is a SMF in a full titanium, both show side and lock side DGG double gunner grip with a PVD DLC black blade. This is a very classic configuration for sure. And I gotta say that the DLC is very noticeably sharper than the black oxide, which is to be expected. But I don't know that everybody that would look at these knives, unless you're well versed with the finishes, would understand the difference. That DLC is going to be a more durable, tougher coating, diamond-like coating versus black oxide, so it should be more scratch resistant. But it even just looks sharper and blacker to the naked eye. I think I've got a black oxide SNG sitting around. Let me see if I can find it so that we can compare. All right, so I actually do. So let's have a look here. So this is the PVD DLC, and this is the black oxide in an SNG configuration versus the SMF. And I don't know if I can really kind of get both in focus properly at the same time, but I'll tell you, to the naked eye in front of me, the DLC definitely is a blacker black. It's a bit subtle. I'm not going to say it's glossy, they're both matte, but the DLC is a blacker black, if that makes sense. And it's very subtle, very, very subtle, without the other one in hand to compare. You might not notice it, but it's a cleaner, sharper looking finish, if that makes any sort of sense. So between the two, I can definitely say, obviously, just off of the hardness factor of the coating, it would make sense, but it also just visually is a more appealing, sharper looking knife. All right, so I know I make a lot of Strider videos. I don't want to belabor the point on these, but I also don't want to leave things out for people who might watch these reviews standalone. So let's just look at this real quick. We've got a 9-inch overall length, about a 4-inch blade length, with maybe 3 1/4 cutting edge. All these Striders lately have been absolutely beautiful in terms of the quality of the construction when they arrive at my door. Just generally speaking, really nice action, really nice centering on this one. Really nice lockup. No complaints. Overall weight, .3 ounces. Let's compare that to the comparable SMG just for reference. 4.2 ounces, so almost 50% heavier. That does make the SMG quite a bit more carryable in pocket, I would say. Probably more so than the size is just the weight difference. You are going to get a weight penalty with a full titanium SMF. It's just a fact of life, so to speak. That is one of the benefits, even though I've said I'm not the biggest fan of the G10 scales. I did pick this one up because I love it, and I should make a video about this. I did show this off in my kind of state of the collection video, but this is 5.7 ounces with a G10 scale on the show side versus 6.3, so you're saving 0.6 ounces in the G10 scale. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. I said that I'm not the biggest fan of the G10, but between the two, if I had to pick one, I am going with this one because this one is just unbelievably well executed as an entire package. All right, just one more quick weight comparison. Because I do have this Lego block full titanium scale, and that comes in at 6.8 ounces versus 6.3. So you're actually saving ½ an ounce by hollowing out the DGG scales. So in addition to kind of making it a bit more ergonomic to fit in your pocket, it also saves substantial weight. So I don't know how many of these videos I should continue to do for every kind of Strider variation that I get. Let me know what you think about this knife and these videos in the comments. Do you want to continue to see the new configurations that I get as they come, or have I overkilled these knives at this point? The SMF probably is my favorite size if I'm not worried about everyday carry, if I just want to kind of hold and enjoy it. I really like the way it feels in my hand, very ergonomic, really nice jimping in the blade. One thing I really like about the way Strider does the blades is, from a design perspective, the jimping pattern goes down into the curve, which I think just visually is a very cool effect, even if you're not able to get your hand on it at that point. It just is kind of a really nice attention to detail. This knife has all of the new performance hardware so that you don't need specialized tools. Strider is just absolutely killing it these days. Really impressed with this, and I think that's it. So yeah, let me know. Do you want to keep seeing these videos? What do you think of this knife? Let me know in the comments. That's all I've got for this one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you at the next one soon.